My name is Albert Sukehiro Endo, and I'm 79 years old, born in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1935. Uh, we lived in Hawaii for 23 years, and then we moved to the mainland after we got married.
My name is Agnes Nagako Endo. I'm 78 years old, born in Honolulu, Hawaii, and left Hawaii at the age of 22 for the mainland.
My parents came to the islands mainly to find jobs and establish their families. So most of them tried to find any kind of a job, really, at the plantation or even working as a dishwasher or cook in different places.
They really came for a better life, and I think they found it and did well, raising families and finding jobs.
Okay, I'm not sure really how they communicated, but I'm sure they tried to find some kind of common ground where they could try to understand each other, and usually by even hand signals or common words that are fairly easy to define or to understand. Yeah, like, even sushi and words like that, but they're Japanese words that people could understand, especially if they have sushi in their hand and eating it and say, what is
Oishi?
oishi, oishi which means very
Tastes
good.
good.
So I think that's how a lot of the communication.
Yes, it's communicating with the other people.
Yeah.
It's like we just mix everything together, and it becomes like a pidgin or the Hawaiian language, which is a mixture of all the different languages. And
That law that restricted the Hawaiians to speak their language was mainly because of the population of the Hawaiians itself. There were very few, not as many Hawaiians as there were Japanese. If they tried to do that to the Japanese, I'm sure it would have been disastrous in that sense. And they could control probably the Hawaiian natives which was on a much smaller scale, which would be easier for them to control anyway. So. Oh, the Japanese in Hawaii more or less stayed within their own groups and spoke their language, so they weren't affected by the law. And by the increased groupings that the Japanese had, I'm sure that helped immigration of other Japanese to come to the island.